Let's want to welcome everybody. We have a pretty full house. Let's start. Welcome those on Zoom. It's Chris. And, Chris. Good job, Chris. Good to see you. Stop. See you, Chris. This year, our theme is the magic of rotary. And today we're going to have some magic, not an illusion, just a speaker that's going to create an illusion. Just to give you an idea, it's going to be about the hallucinogen on meditation. That's something that interests me. The four-way test would somebody quickly hit one of these fantastic four and tell me a little bit about how it pertains to your life? Anybody who wants to do that? Bob, you're already doing something. Christine, go ahead. Hold on, wait a second. I got some.
I'm full.
It's critical.
Is it the truth? As a former journalist,
Okay.
I'm a fan of the actual truth.
You are. No one here to politics.
Typically now the next covered is the shocking to rely. But in this picture,
Right here. I want to thank, let's give a round of applause to Janet Moore's the leader. Pledge of Allegiance. We'll have to use this blackboard because I haven't know where the blackboard.
everybody stand up.
You see Dave. On the day, Robinson. I think he wants to have a place on.
On October 24th, this day in 1945, the United Nations was founded. On this day in 1947, Kevin McLean was born. This day in 1991, Star Trek's Gene Roddenberry died. 1991. And the word of the day is chemistry, which is the name of the Greek goddess of universal remedy, being a remedy for all difficulties or diseases. At the start of the day, the first panacea for a mismanaged nation is inflation of the currency. The second is war. Both bring temporary prosperity. Both bring purpose. And finally, Mark 28. It ain't what you got, what you don't know, gets you in trouble. It's what you know for sure. So.
That's a good one. Song of the day.
Hold on.
Should we have a few people join you on here and sing it? No. Yeah. Steve Day, come on up. Come on up. Ron, come on up. All right, so here's the microphone. Oh, you keep that on.
You can stay here.
Oh, yeah, I still have it. I'm not going anywhere. Are we ready?
I'm just about ready. If I were to wear a hat, like we got, what is the finest brand of hats?
You know?
Quality wise. You know, like that. That, you said Stetson. I get my Stetson hat, because this is the Stetson hat I will wear. Oh, this is the finest material. You can find it.
Oh. By the way, yeah.
Oh, it's not.
I didn't see a product.
Oh,
Sam, what do you think? I'm gonna name you being the video writer. Visiting Rotarians and guest. So we have a visiting Rotarian, our assistant. She needs, I'm not sure last. Okay. Well, Shireen is with us. She is our assistant district governor. And she's also in charge of UCLA. And others. So welcome.
What's up, you from?
Yes, 2 minutes. Nancy, you want to introduce? Introduce your name? Here we go. This, by the way, someone's whispering my. Oh. Okay, so now let's just talk about Wednesday. November 2nd, we have a pretty full house on our end. It's the foundation dollar. It's been 12 before. Some, by the way, it's not and light. But we have 2 tables. So one is Margaret purchased and then the rest they purchased. So it'll be a fun afternoon. It says 12. I would suggest we do it 11:30. So you can get into this. Parking's not great. It's down meetings. Just to get rid of it. Yes. Sure. Yes, please. Well, let me go.
So, I just want to let you know, it's not too late. Yeah, the opportunity to purchase opportunity tickets to, related to the foundation celebration, you still do. But we're not, for our accomplishment here. And then we sold $9,100. Everyone who participated in purchasing opportunity, best number that we ever done. Congratulations. The word of hope to.
By the way, Steve, when did we last year?
Oh, it was 7,000.
Also, pretty good. All right, true. Now, this is my pleasure, by the way. Oh, Tom, there we go. Oh, oh. Just hanging for. No. Okay, Tom. Yeah, what? May not know it yet. Should hear. Eighties, our wife is. Okay, wife, I'm sorry. All right.
So it's then. $18 store. Confrontations, et cetera, and so on, but. There's a slide there's, we all know this week, 12 meeting of Dr. Yankee World Series. But how many have the Yankees won? Steve Day is always first one to raise your hand, and I still don't know, but I'm gonna. John.
Yeah.
Long.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, right, that's correct.
What are you saying?
What year did the Dodgers first beat? Spoke out of turn.
So.
All right, John, I'll give you another try.
55.
What area Yankee played the most?
Oh,
What member of the tournament? What member? He was third generation player. Let's get somebody else that didn't see this slide.
Aaron Boone.
Senator Aaron Boone. Bob Boone, Ray Boone. You know that in the hobby of time. Two featured matchup was mentioned to have the most MVP award. Big.
And you're amazing over.
Terry Glahani. Or right, single golf balls.
Oh,
They go back to Johnny Parker's. There's the Dodgers. There's the third player of the Dodgers. Not very necessarily. You have 4 rings. What is the name of that?
raise your hand.
It's just here, it's right.
All right, Don drives it.
He's here. I think who played the infield?
All right. No. That was start.
Yes.
you're guilty. You're guilty.
Watch. We got to reach that. Well, you saw it there. Okay. I didn't get it. Let's hear it. Gee, let's get it up. And I want to make you play golf too. Oh, it's your, what are you better than pickleball? It is my pleasure to introduce our speaker, Dr. Isabella Lai. Isabella Lai. She's with the UCLA Center, ECS Medicine. And so how I met Tom Barry and I had this in common. Her husband is Dr. John Lynn. And I had it scheduled to do a presentation today with some surgery. He recommended his wife. He said, this was a quote. I think she was a lot of pressure. Not her mistake, but if I read all of her credentials, maybe have five. So I'm going to the synopsis. She graduated at Stanford University School of Medicine, concentrating in bioengineering and medical education. And she also studied at Harvard University. She is also part of the super doctors that they post to present. And her project she's going to talk about is her business. It's called Infinity Wellness Institute. And she has an interesting way of looking at me. So with that in mind, let's give it up. Give a warm, friendly Westwood Village Rotary. Welcome to Isabella. Use this microphone and walk around. Don't get too close to there. And here's it. It's up to you. Okay. All right. Like that.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
You do both.
It's station. Just practice.
Hello. So I don't think I'm a better speaker than this. I think he's very, very. Today we're going to talk about integrative medicine, and we're going to go on a journey. And on this journey, you guys are all here. And you're dealing with a treatment, and that challenge is pain. Now, I chose pain is very well. Pain can be synonymous with any chronic illness and even chronic stress, and also the pursuit of wellness. And so, in every hero's journey, do I have any writers in the connection? So, for the writers, you guys know that in any hero's journey, we're right here. So, we always start with the hero who has a challenge, and for your today, that is pain. And you should guide for the next 40 minutes. That's me. We'll introduce you to goals and a plan, calls you to action, that then will lead to success, and then a transformation. So then the question becomes, what is transformation? To talk about transformation, we actually have to talk about different brainwave states. So as you guys are all sitting here listening to me right now, you are in the data. This is the stage very critical every day. It's very critical thinking and processing. And data brainwave state is bad. So what happens is a lot of us often fall state is this state of worry that causes a lot of inflammation, and then it causes health issues. So 95% of the thoughts we think today are exactly the same the day before, exactly as they will be tomorrow. And so we are heading towards a very predictable future. And so how do we change kind of these loops and break out is we slow our rate of sleep. And so as we relax, as we listen to music, we transition into alpha. And this is the state where a lot of advertising is up because it's a very hypnotizing state. So you're still alert, but you're not completely awake. So like scrolling or almost scrolling Instagram, Facebook, that is the alpha. As you relax even more, you into theta. And theta is the state where you hallucinate a little bit. It's falling asleep, but it's also the state that's associated with extreme creativity and intuition. And then as you relax even more, you enter delta. And delta is the state of regeneration. And it's the ability to transition between different brainwave states that's very critical. Now, what happens in patients with chronic illness or disease is they have trouble with these transitions. Now, there's another concept I find very interesting, and that is the door. So there is the door in theta and the gamma state, and this door is the door to the patient. Now, the question you may have is, how do I access it, or how do I open the door? And I will try to answer that question throughout this presentation. So Benjamin, you kind of introduced me on my study, my kind of journey started at Stanford University, where I studied neurobiology and where my fascination with the human brain began. And then I went to medical school, I did residency in internal medicine, and then I did a 2-year fellowship at the UCLA Center for East-West Medicine. And this is where my obsession with meditative practices, changing mindset, came into play. And then that led me to the development of my current interdisciplinary wellness institute. So our discussion points is methods to transition between these brains. There's a different modality we talk. It's meditation, breath, acupuncture, movement therapy, sound therapy, or vibration, and hypnosis. I'm going to touch a little bit on research, and then I'll talk about the data. So before I talk about integrative modalities, so stress is very bad for the system. Being in a chronic fight or flight state causes cortisol, leading to inflammation and leading to chronic and also leading to increased pain sensitivity. And it's a vicious cycle. That's one. You guys may all know one of the things that I find most fascinating in the research is the research on telomeres. You guys have heard of it? Somebody have. So telomeres are these protected enzymes of our chromosomes. What happens is as we age, the telomeres get short because as the cells divide, they take a little bit of the telomere. And Elizabeth, who on her in the study on chronic stress telomeres, showed that chronic stress actually causes the acceleration in the short term, leading to quicker aging and leading to worsening disease process, heart disease, autoimmune disease. So I find that really interesting. Another study, I know that with Holocaust is they found that Holocaust survivors actually, because of that chronic stress that they were facing, actually had a lot of advanced aging mechanism in the body that already have, and they have increased risk of cancer. So how do we manage stress? stress. Well, one of the modalities is meditation, and anyone meditates. That's amazing. So meditation is an amazing, and a lot of meditation say, well, meditation. And so meditation isn't supposed to be easy, but the thing to know is that if one type of meditation doesn't mean that meditation is it just means that you haven't tried all the different types of it. There are actually over 100 types of meditation. We're kind of exploring whichever one works best for you. When you enter a deep meditative state, what happens is you actually have physiologic changes in your body. You could potentially start feeling kind of tingling or warmth in your extremities, and that is the body activating the parasympathetic state and opening up all the blood vessels in the extremities. What you can also experience is when you close your eyes, you start seeing little blobs of colors. That's when it's a signal that you're entering into that state. And then what even happens as you get deeper is you go down these extreme, like really colorful, beautiful tunnels. And then you could even have mystical. So one of the best study types of meditation is mindfulness. Now, mindfulness was Harvard University, and he showed that mindfulness improves unattainment 30 to 50%. There are meditation can be classified broken down into two broad categories: interoceptive and exteroceptive. Interoceptive focuses on internal sensation, heartbeat, like breathing, to help patients foster a greater control and emotion. Types of interoceptive body scan, breath awareness, and heart. Then there's exteroceptive, and this focuses outward, like on sound or visual, help distract patients and to break the cycle of pain. And so sound meditation, open eye, visual meditation, and walk are types of stereotypes. My favorite type of meditation is actually breath. And so there's a lot of different breath work. There is a physiological side, there's 4-7 breathing, there's box breathing, and full deep breathing, and there's resonance breathing. So resonance breathing is one meditation in cardiac relief, and it has been shown to improve cardiac health and also improve heart rate. Holotropic breathing is a fascinating modality of breathing that was developed by the psychiatrist Stanford University in the 1870s. And it causes these huge emotional somatic. It is very useful for trauma. I never recommend anyone do holotropic. And the reason that Stanford developed it was the ban of psychedelics. If you guys ever watch it on YouTube, it's kind of scary, but very, very. I'm going to acupuncture, but acupuncture is something that I do all the time. It's one of the most well-established integrative modalities. It's been very helpful for our patients with chronic pain. In the journal paper, it's been shown to cause remission in pain up to 12 months in patients with osteoarthritis, chronic back pain, and migraine. So the reason I think acupuncture works is that, for one, it actually increases when the needles are placed, it causes the body to release endorphins or endogenous opioids, which help with pain regulation. But the other reason that I think acupuncture works is because it induces the brain to enter in alpha and beta brainwave states to induce neuroplasticity and to help rewire the way that the brain perceives. And there's movement. Movement also helps reduce pain. Swimming, walking, tai chi, and yoga are very helpful. And then there's my favorite type of movement is Qigong because it has been shown to improve circulation and movement. The way that I do there is a YouTube channel called YO2, and they lead you through this, Qigong practices in about 30 minutes. I'll keep it up in 15 minutes. Okay? And by the time that you're done with it, you'll look. There's counting. So there's a lot of different kinds of therapies. The two that we may have heard of is neurobiology and drumbeat. Neurobiology is when there are two kind of similar frequencies or kind of different played in different years, one is that. The brain merges those two tones into a relaxing tone that induces the brain to trigger. And then drumbeat is just the rhythmic beating of the drum induce that trance. Very similar to therapy is vibroacoustic therapy. So vibroacoustic therapy induces brainwave states that help with relaxation and pain relief. Vibroacoustic therapy uses vibration and sound. What it does is it vibrates the slow frequency sound waves, but then induces the body into that. The two things that I'm following right now is the shift wave chair. And the shift wave chair is currently being studied in veterans the population for chronic pain and PTSD. In the Stanford Parkinson's Club, this is studied at the Stanford University Center. And it's almost like science fiction. These patients with Parkinson's would come in, they put on this vibrate, and then they come out and tremors start. You also can look it up on YouTube, there's a news article. Very good. So then there's hypnosis. So hypnosis is very effective in the management. It reduces pain by 30 to 50%. The limitation of hypnosis is that 20% of the population isn't hypnotizable, but then that means 80% are. Although very acceptable. Some tools to kind of trial hypnosis. The Reverie app, YouTube also having the hypnosis before visiting a hypnotist. And then a lot of people ask me through this, and psychedelics have immense potential. I've never tried psychedelics myself, nor do I recommend psychedelics because it's legal for free. But I do follow the research. So fascinating. It really helps with resetting this dysfunctional neural, and it helps remodulate the pain default mode. This is a picture of our body like a sugar pill. This is a picture of our brain on psychedelics. This is creating new neural connections that really changes our perception. So what they have found is that when patients get on psychedelics, their brain enters this state of heightened activity. It actually shows these very high frequency oscillations, almost as if they're having a seizure, except they're completely awake. And these high frequency oscillations is known as the Gamma state. And it actually almost like the brain starts sprouting completely new neural connection that changes the brain's entire organization. And there is neuroplasticity or brain growth and changes during these gamma states. And it's almost like testing a reset button on it. You imagine that your computer is very slow and you reset it, it's getting faster. That's what this does when your brain enters gamma state. It's like that reset button where your brain just processing all the information. Now, going back to transfer. So, we start in a very familiar territory, which is the beta brain. As we relax, we enter into alpha. And then we transition into theta before moving into delta, which is deep sleep. And it's the transition between these different brainwave states that's very critical feeling, and where patients with chronic illness, they have trouble. And now there's that door. So what is that door? The door between theta and delta is the gamma state. And so the gamma state is the state of expanding consciousness, neuroplasticity, and of transformation. It is almost like having an orgasm. And so the more that you practice and train your brain to enter into data with these different integrated practices, the closer you get to this door, and sometimes you get that little into that door, and then you go into psychedelics, even though they do induce gamma state, the only issue is that when you do enter that gamma state, you don't have control. Whereas if you were to do more integrated modalities, you then enter that gamma state very painlessly. And it's undeniable that it leads to this wonderful, blissful experience, and also and so that is how you're leaving your day with a call to action to try out the integrated modalities, to see which one works for you, to try out different meditations, to try out hypnosis, to try out qigong, and then to see which one helps you enter into outside of data, stay of creativity and intuition. And then if you do take gamma, and you know, thank you for having me.
Oh. What could you have to say about Alzheimer's, these things?
You know, dementia and Alzheimer's is a very long issue. I don't think that it's one particular thing that once you set the things in motion, it's very hard to do this. One of the biggest causes of Alzheimer's and dementia is lack of social connection. So that is something most important. You guys are in this club, it's so beautiful. Community, that's very important. Slowing down the progression. I think there's another thing that is also just a mind diet. You guys have heard of them. That and mind and it's very similar to the Mediterranean. That has been shown slowing down the progression. But you know, meditative practices wouldn't hurt. I don't think there's any studies on giving psychedelics to patients with dementia. I would be very curious to see what.
Wait one more. Yes. I have a slide was. Emotional pain, physical pain, pain that had a bunch of time, everybody. All kinds of pain. So is there different medications for different types of pain?
It is whatever meditation helps you enter that. So it depends on the individual. You know, physical pain, there is two mechanisms. So physical pain, like let's say you have pain, it's that physical pain. It's also the way that the brain perceives that. And the habit that is created by that. So if you enter into a different state and hypnosis, your receptor, and same with your perception.
How hypnosis plays, um, and keeps people under each operating. How would that facilitate?
He brings that into that. So, alpha is the likelihood of they say that is when they get into the,
Yeah.
children are actually hypnotizable up to the age of 12. So during the age from 0 to 3, they're basically constantly kind of asleep. From 3 to 7, they move into theta, that's where they're hypnotizable, and then from 7 to 12, they're in alpha. I mean, you can still kind of hypnotize them, but they're very alert, and then 12 is when they completely. That's what they're trying to do. He's bringing them into alpha and theta too. And so we can also
No.
enter into these states in meditation, and then playing and we have it's easier when it's basically that I don't think we know why we dream. I think this is an active area of research. One thing found really fascinating is artificial intelligence nowadays actually dream, which is very, very. Why does artificial intelligence make you dream?
Well, I have one question. Yes. I know some people more than you said. And it helped. Do you have an opinion on that?
With psychedelics and PTSD. Yes, this is an active area of research with psychedelics. I think that there's immense potential in psychedelics use. It's just we have to figure out the right company. And that's where they're being and not only is it psychedelics with that experience, but also that reintegration process. Because once we bring that, so they have a pattern of stress and fear, they're not reliving this. I'm so excited you guys have so many questions.
I wanted to know if you knew or had an opinion about it's called foundational training. So it's a mix of physical therapy, yoga, Tai Chi, and it's like a new methodology for pain management. So if you don't know it, I tried in North Carolina here in was born here in California, but it's not so popular as other parts of the US.
Has it been helpful for you?
Yes, very helpful.
That's amazing. That's very good. Ultimately, everything comes down to improving circulation and then bringing your brain into these states. So whatever it is that works for you is that the thing that you should be doing.
Well, like,
I have a family member, my wife. And a regular medical doctors. And the therapy and academic. Well, except strong medication. So she's never tried medication. How could she get started on program years of yours to come to your clinic?
Yes, I have a clinic about 10 minutes. So, the concept of my clinic is a medical clinic means a wellness center means meditation retreat, but all covered by medical insurance so that I can reach as many people to help as many people as possible. Yes, you can come to my clinic. I'm in the process of developing kind of like a 12-part journey so that patient can trial out these different modalities because it's never one modality that works. It's whatever works for your brain and it makes your brain receptive. Or in your case, your wife's.
John. Walk all the way there. Is anybody else?
This is a sort of, no, may not have. Situation that I. Ways. And maybe it's because of a particular situation occurs, I think about how do I get to getting to sleep? It's not stay with me. Wow. Thinking about this. And what form of meditation?
Do you have racing thoughts or do you have racing thoughts or what is going
Yes. Yeah.
It is very fascinating because as we're falling asleep, we're actually playing those loops that happen. That we are awake, which is we're redirected. So can you imagine if there's like a computer that has like many different windows open? And so when you're going to sleep, you turn on the conscious window. There's a bunch of other windows. And so that's probably affecting the your day-to-day life. So how do you kind of find it? I think you should try hypnosis. There is a YouTube hypnosis person called Michael, Sealey, Michael Hussein, and he has tons of these sleep hypnosis that are very beneficial. And a lot of meditation, like, oh, I don't believe in it. 5 minutes stuff. Yeah, so try see if it works. And if not, you can try different breath modality like resonance or deep breathing. It's high breath in, high breath. And you keep breathing like that and playing nice music that you like. It also helps transition into sleep into that. Yeah, so do it when you feel like your mind is entering those sleeps.
So the delta state is when we're asleep.
Yes.
Talking about different levels of sleep, like deep sleep, REM sleep, light sleep. How do you differentiate that? Is there both different? Is that just a wisdom?
REM sleep is safe. Light sleep is likely help. It's all if you still kind of, but really I think it's just depending on where it is. Light sleep is alpha theta, and then REM sleep is theta where you're breathing, you're releasing. And then deep sleep is delta, where you're deep regeneration.
Sometimes when I have sleep and I saw records. Is that the could you explain a little bit what the percentage? I understand, but maybe you can share it. I don't know.
Yeah, so 478 breathing was popularized by Stanford University. It's in the annual law. And it's breathing in for accounted for, holding your breath, and then breathing out. And it's that long exhalation that induces the brain to kind of, and there's a whole biophysiology, oxygenation state.
Sometimes, when I get to sleep, some outside influence. That. Sleeping or. I was thinking it was back.
I don't know the answer to that. Do you just wake yourself up? Yeah.
Range for Marco's on. You'll have to.
You are likely in data, and then you switch automatically to beta. You got full data kind of stress away from the and when you are in data, you're always. And there is a concept called typical going to sleep hallucination. You're thinking of it now and awake. It's a dream like sleep.
Does anybody else have any? Talk to each other. We have another. Present you. Thank you so much for being here. You're a busy person. Drive safely with that. And we actually have 7 or 8 minutes. Yes,
Compliment, whoever you're having programs, you really had one of those people like. That's the interesting. It's been.
the secret to this was I was sitting at the district conference looking at Google Docs and I saw 0 programs. I clicked it and I started asking people left and right. I don't know. Again, you're going to hear your husband at the beginning of next year talk about the disease of eyes, vitamin E and cavities, what's going on with our eyes. So that kind of thing. And so, you know, again, no, somebody in the right. Thank you for the comment. Anybody else have anything that's on their mind? I mean, this is the time to just, we have 5 minutes. I'm not adjourning until. Yes. Yeah.
Scrap still on Zoom. It's texting with them back and forth during the meeting, getting his feedback. What's the reception is like on the other end in Kansas? And his comment was, even with the new sound setup here, which is much louder than last week, it still cuts in and out.
Yes.
Being experienced that.
Now, you're the sound of someone. I've always said, video, powerful connection, wires.
Okay, so
We need, I think if you want, I would like to get to see if we can get it to improve. Otherwise, we might have to find another solution.
so in regard to that, Peter, Tia and Diane are looking into discussing with that, maybe giving a course for them or some kind of customer service. And if it doesn't, I'm not going to use it.
I think the next solution might be to move Al up to the podium without obstructing the speaker.
You mean like this? Or Isabella, she's not that much taller than you. Your face was like, what? Yes, John. I think so, yes. Okay. And,
If everyone stand up at the beginning of the meeting, and say something happy that's happened to them last week. I haven't heard anything good. I was there with you.
So the only problem with that is that
Nobody's happy.
no, everybody's happy in their own way. You don't ground issue. Okay, but the bottom line is, how do we keep it down if all of a sudden somebody has to?
We have to have.
Okay, so how are we gonna do that? Also, I'm gonna interrupt John in the middle. I mean. But understand. She must.
Before you guys take off, I just want to get a quick photo of you guys over there for the meeting.
Okay.
Okay, come on, everybody, stand up. Over here. Okay, one over here. Right, what I'm seeing.
Picture, Chris, grab the photo.
Behind somebody else, but how do you turn this on? Oh, I don't want to wait.
So should we,
Get everybody here.
So.
Here.
Okay. One, 2, 3, smile.
Yes, yes, student.
Okay, no.
1, 2.
Thank you. Yeah. So. One more thing.
Now, this is it. Like,
Okay, they've been asked.
yeah, we're waiting.
Yes.